Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified whenever your girl uploads a video. So guys, if you don't know Thando, so Thando is a popular TikToker. She is an influencer and she's 16 years old. So Gogo Skhotheni invited her to her podcast to interview her. So a lot of people went on about how Gogo Skhotheni is so wrong to interview a 16-year-old, and Gogo Skhotheni is out here explaining herself on how it all happened and how already Thando was doing all these things and Yena, she was just interviewing her. So yes guys, this is all you're gonna hear about Gogo Skhotheni explaining herself, and yes, I will be back with the rest of my commentary. Listen to that and I'll be back.
Uthando. Thando's interview. Now, a lot of people complained. Thando.
Oh yeah.
Thando.
Oh, Thando's.
People complained we bought a minor on a podcast rated 18.
Come, how old is she?
16.
16 years old.
First of all, I would like to say this. No? She's a minor now, Thando, yes. But Umasimleta on this podcast, it wasn't like best for promoter, whatever, because Thando has a lot of scandals. Before I figure like the scandals work.
Thank
Her
you.
nudes were out there. Thank you. Thando uhlala khuluma the way atshola ngakhona out there. It's not like Umasimleta. It was going to be better ukuthi Umasimleta simlethele some corrupt.
No. We didn't.
So when Simleta, and then we wanted to know more about Thando. Why this character? So is she? And then Uma figure like, but Thando is a kid, man.
Yeah.
Namakuluma. And she was so nervous because she even said, this is a first interview.
You know, with me, what I'll say is people, let me quickly address this. People complain that I called Thando sexy. And they feel like I called Thando sexy after the nudes or whatnot or whatever. I didn't see Thando's nudes. I've never seen Thando's nudes. Oh, you've been asking me. I've never seen Thando's nudes. I don't know how does Thando look when she's naked. Do you understand? Thando is a kid. Obviously, the private conversations that I have with her, they are private. I am a Sangoma for a reason. I was not going to come on the podcast and act like Thando's mother. Behind the scene, I act like Thando's mother. She knows. I'm very strict when it comes to her. And I put her on the line. But I was not going to come on the podcast and make her feel small. My job was to interview Thando based on the trends that she's having. My job was to ask Thando, why do you have the nudes? My job was to ask Thando, obviously, the gossips that are already there. I'm not part of the gossips. Do you understand? I'm not part of the gossips. But anything that Thando does privately that I will not like, I will reprimand her as a kid. But on the podcast, I can't bring someone to shame her on the podcast for what? What? Why should I shame her on a public platform? She knows the things that I don't want her to do. She knows. I call her every day. I WhatsApp her every day. And if she says, she calls me Mama, this is what I'm doing. You need to know you are lying. She knows she needs to prove to me. She will send a picture or a video showing me that she's doing what I said she must do. So I am not going to come here on this platform and act like a mother. Number one, at the age of 16, as young as Thando is, she's an influencer. She is an influencer. You understand? So she got to the show as an influencer. And most of the people that are complaining, should I invite them? What do they have to say on this podcast? What story do they have to tell? Do they have the numbers? They don't. So why should I invite them? Thando was here because we needed to find out why did she break up with Sasha. I didn't say she must date Sasha. Why did she have nudes? I didn't say she must have nudes on the internet. But privately, I will then reprimand her. I said to her in the podcast, I'm very proud of you, of standing up to yourself. Some people are judging her mother. They don't know. They don't understand how hard it is to raise a teenager.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
They don't know.
After interview Thando, like, yo, are you telling me with our kids abantwana bethu asibabone and then kule internet khona abantu abaso baba influencer or nini? Athi yo khona abantwana abafana nabo Thando kanti what if my kid naye kule njalo makuhlala athi ku-Instagram, what if khona izinto azenzayo engingazazi ukuthi yini.
Yes.
So it had an impact ukuthi abantwana they were waking up ukuthi umntwana mhlambe ungamthathi kanjani she's going through. There was, like she said, she had suicidal thoughts nokuthi abantwana abawazi labamama ukuthi nomntana ona 16 ngeke wazi usendelana ama-news nabantu bakhe.
Abanye, they don't even have all the videos that they've been posting on TikTok. They only have 100 likes, one like, 2 likes. Now they talked about me and Thando, they have 14k likes and it makes them relevant. No, people must understand that I did not invite Thando on the podcast to make her look like an idiot. I invited Thando on the podcast because she's an influencer, she's a TikToker, and she's a trend setter.
How many people called you bafuna uThando bafuna ukusebenza naye? Don't name.
I won't mention names. Big productions called me to work with Thando. How about that? Why can't they put that on the public platform? After that, Thando was on the public platform by productions that were confronting me that they need to work with Thando on this. Many of them, you understand, magazines called, newspapers called, and they want interviews with her. I opened doors for her as well at the same time. You understand? So they must understand Thando uyi trendsetter, and she will always be on the public platform, and we will want to know what is really going on with her. When it comes to the part where I said Thando is sexy, ngicela ukubuza uma uthi umuntu ume kahle mawikhuluma ngesilungu iyinkinga.
There you have it, guys. You can also just put your comments down in the comment section and tell me what you guys think about the whole thing. If I were to put my 2 cents in, honestly, Thando is already exposed to social media. She's already an influencer. Whether Gogo Skhotheni was there to interview or not to interview her, she's already a public figure. But obviously, we all have different opinions and we're all welcomed to say whatever we want.